What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to make a little video to give you guys a little help on this because I really couldn't find much online about it. Well, I did some reading on some of the Lexus forums and they kind of mentioned the problem a couple times, but you know, that was it. I just wanted to make a video to help people out because I like watching videos. I don't really care for doing all that reading and Googling and all that. It's just easier to watch a video hands-on, you know, visual. So, having a problem with the radio. Let me cut this off. Having a problem with the radio. My radio everything worked, but there was no sound coming out of the speakers. When I turn the car on, you'll hear like 2 loud pops coming out of the speakers. That's it, but nothing. You can turn the sound all the way to the max and nothing. So, I did some reading online and came to find out that there's moisture getting in the back through the little side vent. I'll show you that now. I just picked this car up. I sold my Acura TL because I wanted more luxury. And Acura's a nice car, but they're kind of behind on luxury features and amenities and all that kind of stuff. Like this car has keyless entry and push start, keyless trunk, everything, you know, all the good stuff. This is an 07. My Acura was a 06 TL, and it, you know, was a nice car. It had features, but just didn't have as much as this car did. Lexus has always been ahead of the curve anyway, so that's why I decided to upgrade. It has 196 on it, and it runs pretty much like brand new. It runs great, shifts good, everything. But the radio was an issue. When it works, it's great. It sounds good and loud and everything, but it's just, I don't know, it's something getting wet in there and causing it to not turn on. So, like I said, I did that reading online and came to find out that there's moisture getting in the back here. Let me show you. I already took the amp out. There's only 2 screws. One screw there, well, a nut there, and then a nut there. These 2 nuts, that's all it is, 10 millimeter. Take those out, and then you gotta wiggle it past the carpet and, you know, and all that crap. And then you unplug the 4 connectors for the amp. Then you can see the problem. There's a vent down here that has a flap over it, and the flap just deteriorates over time and falls to pieces. So all that moisture gets in here. Now see, I live in Florida and my car was working fine on hot days. But when I come out, like after a heavy rainy day or something like that, no radio, nothing comes on because there's moisture getting in there. So, the fix is, take this back off here. I believe I already removed one. Yeah, I already removed one. You have a 10 millimeter bolt up in here. It's up in there, you'll see it, a 10 millimeter bolt in there. Then you have one down here at the bottom. I already took that one out too. One down here at the bottom. Take those 2 out. Then you'll be good to go. And there's one more in the back. When you remove this cover, it just pops off with a little, you know, flathead or something. That little notch at the bottom there, pop that off, and then it pops right off. Then you have a 10 millimeter bolt in there. Once you take that out, that's all you have to do. I believe there was a little bit of Velcro or something on this felt cover in here, but mine didn't have it. Mine just pulled back easily like that, so I don't have to worry about all that. Because like I said, this car's got 196,000 miles on it. It's pretty old. So you have to pull down because there's a tab that goes up. So pull down on that. Don't be scared, it's not gonna break. That tab right there. Pull down on that and the whole thing pops out. This is just held in by a little, you know, it just snaps into place, this part here. But you get it off like that and you have enough room to get in there. I use my leg to hold it open for me. This just pops out like that. Go from the bottom first. If you need a little more muscle, use a flathead to give you a little more leverage. And then you just pull it down. I already took mine apart so I can show you. Yeah. I put some black duct tape on there to cover it up because it was completely destroyed. There was nothing left. There was like a little piece of the plastic flap that goes in there. And I just covered it up completely, so anything wouldn't get in there. Then you just pop it back in there, top first, then the bottom. You'll hear it snap into place. Oh, it already snapped into place. There it goes, back into there. And that part is done. Then bumper, reverse of removal. Make sure the back part's lined up first. Back part snaps in there first. Then this thing here goes in here. In that little hole. Then you can just bump it. Well, make sure it lines up first. There we go. Bump it. Bam. Done. Put your screw back in there and your screw back at the bottom. Then your screw back up top. Then comes the fun parts. You have to, well, you don't really have to. I don't know. I guess it'll dry on its own because mine did the first time I had this problem. But we've been getting a lot of rain here, and the tropical storms have been making all this rain just crazy. It's raining like almost every day here. But you have to get like a blow dryer or something. I guess you could probably use compressed air too in a can, but I used a blow dryer on low and just went in there, dried it all out, dried out the plug-in harness, ports, and made sure it was all good. I think I let it sit for maybe a good hour like this, open like this, and then I put it back together. All you have to do is, it's a little plate that goes over like this. This cap goes over. Is that the right way? No, there. This cap goes over here. And then it has 2 screws. One here, 4 screws. One here, and then one on the side. Well, no, it doesn't have one on the side, did it? No, it didn't. I don't think it did. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a snap-on tab thing. Okay, so I guess just those 2. That one there and that one there. Then it comes off. Easy peasy. And that was it with that. So, once you let that dry out, put it back in the car, it'll work fine and all that. It should work fine. If not, you have problems with your amp, because that was the problem with mine. That was the only problem I had. Once I got it dried out, and because what I did the first time when I had this problem after reading online, I took it out of the car, and I didn't know about the little vent thing. I didn't know about that at the time. Took it out of the car and dried it out completely. Let it dry, blow dried it out, let it dry for an hour or so. Put it back in the car. It worked fine. I haven't had a problem ever since. But then it started raining, because it's been raining every day. I'm having the problem again where it's getting moisture in there and all that. So I need to go to the next step. The next step was that vent back there is getting moisture in it. So I'm trying to do this. And this has been working for a couple days. I just took it back apart. I took it apart again so you guys can see how it goes, but it's been working since I did this. I didn't really want to replace the amp because the amps for these cars are kind of pricey. I mean, you could probably find an aftermarket one and, redo the whole sound system or something like that, but I didn't want to go through all that. I wanted to keep it stock. I'm going to do appearance mods and stuff like that, get these dents on the side fixed, get the front painted, and, maybe put some exhaust on there or something like that. Because these things do sound pretty good with the axle back exhaust. And then I'm going to get it painted probably silver. Then I'm going to sell it because I really want a 350 or an ISF. This was just a starter car I found because I got a really good deal on it. These go for about $7-8 grand in good condition, but I got it for $3,000. I couldn't pass that deal up because I know I can fix it and then sell it again. The interior is not that bad either. Looks pretty clean for a 2007. But I'll be doing more videos on this car as I come across little issues it has and stuff. I already replaced the front control arms. They're a known problem, but there's videos on that online already. The carbon buildup issue, I cleaned that out with the CRC intake cleaner. I'm gonna install a catch can to help prevent that problem, but I gotta get some more hoses for it. And then it'll be good to go. But anyway, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as usual. Or if you need any advice on any other repairs for these cars, let me know, because they're pretty easy to work on. But till next time, peace.